Hey everyone, I'll be showing the simplest way to use and make 2D particles. First, get the plugin from the description or search up Emitter 2D GUI particles. Once you own it, head to Roblox Studio and head into your place. From here, click on Plugins, Manage Plugins, and enable Emitter 2D. Close it and click the plus sign to the right of plugins, and I'll name mine 2D particles, and I'll add all of the Emitter 2D, VFX Studio, and the Show UI tool just so it's easy to follow. Now click on Install Client so the 2D VFX actually works, and now you can make some 3D particles because we'll convert them to 2D with the Convert Particles button. And if you can, subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. So with all that set up, I'll make a new part called 3D with transparency at 1. I'll add an attachment, then add a particle emitter. Now I'll just use this star texture for the properties. Use speed 0.001 so it stays in place. I'll set the lifetime to 1, the rate to 1, bump up the size, emission, and set the rotation speed to 90. And this is the shine I'll be using for the 2D button. So when you're done with your particle, just click the convert button at the top with your particle selected, and it'll make a 2D particle under it. That's how you convert 3D particles to 2D. It works with flipbooks too, which I'll show later. With this, you can copy it and paste it into your starter GUI folder. Now on the starter GUI folder, click the plus and add a screen GUI, and inside make a frame and a test button. The frame will function as a position for your 2D particle, unless you just want to position it a different way. Now I'll move the button in the middle of the screen, bring up the size, and touch it up with the different fonts, a UI stroke, and the UI corner. Now I'll bring over the frame, and I want the shine at the top right of the button. So select the frame, rename it to shine pause, so shine position, and put it in the top right, and then make the background transparency to 1. Now with all that set up, move your particle that you put in starter GUI into the frame. You should be seeing the particle at the top right of the button or wherever you put it. I'll make it night so it's easier to see. Now you should rename your 2D particle and don't touch the folder of it or some things might break. I'll name mine to shine, and you'll notice with the 2D particle selected, it has all the properties of the 3D particles, basically, so a lot to mess around with. The only thing that doesn't carry over is emit count attributes when you convert your 3D particle. So now I want to make the shine bigger and a different color, so either scroll or search up for master scale and bump it up. And I'll change the color right here to green. Gradients also work with this plugin too. Now you'll notice it's behind the button. To fix that, just select your text button and put the Z index to 0 and your 2D particle to 1 to put it at the top. That's the simplest way to get your 2D particles in, but what if you want to emit them like for 3D particles or have a cool effect when you click the button? So to do this, I'll disable the UI and go back to the 3D part, then disable the shine VFX. Now I'll add a new particle emitter. This one's going to be the emit particles. So for this, I'll change the texture to this debris flipbook. For this one, I'll just change the lifetime to 3, rate to 0, speed to 10, spread to 360, negative 360, so it's just a little explosion, and I'll emit 50, so it looks good. Then change the transparency graph to this fade out. With that done, you will need to first convert it to a 2D particle with the button at the top, then copy it and throw it into your button. Also, you're gonna show UI again if you didn't. Now you're gonna rename it. I'll use the name cubes. So now to emit it, you'll have to use 2 super simple scripts that I put in the comments and as a model from the description if you need it. Make 2 new scripts, 1 local and 1 a module. Name the local one something like 2D VFX emitter and the module one VFX help 2D. And put the local one in starter player scripts next to emitter 2D, which is what got imported when you clicked install client at the start. Now open both scripts to copy and paste the code. You can close the module scripts. Now in the local script first, make sure everything is referenced properly. So test button if you renamed it or you renamed your particles or frames. Then in the local script, emit 2D line, change the string being the green text to whatever you named your emit 2D particle. So I named mine cubes. Now the number is the emit count, which I stated doesn't save through the conversion button. So Look at what you put for the 3D particles in the workspace and just put that number in the script. Now you can click play and you'll see the effect emit when you click the button. A few fixes you can do here. One, select your 2D particle and change the master scale higher. You can change the gradient, you can change the drag. You'll see it looks a little better, but it's a perfect circle right now. And if you want to change this, hit stop and change the min and max speed to something different so it spreads differently. You can also just change the emission shape of the particles that I'll show here. There are 3 different shapes you can use, being rectangle, oval, and point. So click your 2D particle and search for emission shape. Point is the default shape, which is just spawning all the particles at the center of the frame or whatever the particle is parented onto. It'll look for the center of that. So I'll click play and I'll show you real quick. Next is oval, which spawns them all along the frame size, as you can see. And when I bring up the text button size and click play, you'll see it spawns all along the button or frame in a bit of a oval shape. Now we got rectangle, which is basically the same thing, but more of a square shape. It's pretty hard to see, so just choose whichever fits best. Now we got an important one, being the emission shape style. This only has 2 options, being volume and surface. Volume is what we've been using already. When it's up, particles can spawn only in the frame or button, never outside. When you change it to surface particles, they can only spawn outside the frame or button, so only outside the button. So I'll change the shape to rectangle and the style to surface and reduce the speed a lot to 10. Then click play and you'll see them spawn at the edge of the frame, compared to changing it back to volume and you'll see them spawn all in the middle of it or all around it. Small thing, if you have the shape as the point, the style won't be affected at all since they both just can't work together. Finally, coming to the end, if you've been following, please consider subscribing. It would very much be appreciated. Now, let's say you want an aura or effect around the button. An easy way without any crazy complicated flipbooks is just duplicating your 2D particle and shine frame you've been using to emit, rename it, enable it, and set the rate to like 30. Now set the speed to 0 and change the emission shape to rectangle and volume to surface. Then change the Z offset to -1 so it's under the button. And there's a very simple, easy effect to make. You can easily make it look better with different textures and flipbooks and stacking really good looking particles and everything. But another way to make a good looking aura effect around the button is to find a square flipbook or texture. So I'll head back to the 3D VFX and do shine and change it to this square flipbook that I found. I'll remove the rotation speed. Now I'll convert it, copy and paste it into the text button. I'll size it up, change the rate and squash so it fits the button. And that's another method you could use. You can make the custom flipbooks in Adobe. I'm not completely sure how to make them yet. I wish I had more resources on that. But anyways, you'll need to either make or find the proper textures or flipbooks that would fit your game to really make stuff look good. Now something really important is the scaling. I'll be using auto scale light to anchor my UI way easier and scale it just in the middle of the screen, being 0.5 and 0.5. Then I'll just add a constraint and unit conversion, and I'll show some tests with the devices so you can see how the particles scale on different devices. But overall, the particle doesn't exactly scale with the button unless you're emitting or you have the simple shine, for example. To fix this, you would have to make a script to just change the master scale proportionate to the text button or whatever your 2D particles are on, but either way, it should just stick on there on most devices, so it should be fine. That's everything I know on 2D particles right now. I wish I could give more info for more complicated things, but if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more tutorials, and I'll see you all next time.